Hello, my heavenly community. So today I want to share an experience that happened to me yesterday that led into today's word that I'm sharing with you guys. So yesterday I was working on a time-sensitive project that I had promised myself that I was going to devote a couple of hours to. I was not going to have any distractions while I was working on that. However, I got the memo. Nobody else got the memo. So I was having distractions coming in like left and right, and I was finding myself getting really irritated by the distractions that were coming in. So I paused for a moment as I had to stop working on the project and just kind of breathe and just think for a moment. You're getting yourself irritated over nothing. You actually are letting yourself get out of your peace because you can simply just continue to work on the project and wait to deal with those other distractions because they're not emergencies right now. And to get irritated by those other distractions means you're going to create another situation that is actually not necessary. And that really led me to think, okay, how many of us out there are still really immature and really childish with letting that first emotion that you feel dictate the entire rest of the day? I know I was guilty of that, and I'm not guilty of that as much as I was before, but that is an area that led me to share this word today. There's a lot of us that are still really childish and really immature and letting our first emotion that we feel for that first moment of something that happens dictate exactly how we feel for the rest of the day. Being irritated, being mad, being upset, letting everybody else feel how you feel. That is really immature to allow other people to feel how you feel by simply not taking a moment to step back and reflect on, why am I feeling like this? Analyze yourself before trying to give everybody else that first negative emotion, I should say, because that first negative emotion can lead to so many other issues when it didn't have to. So a lot of those childish and immature ways that are still being worked on, they're being pulled out of us purposely so that they can come to the surface and you can work on them. Because the last thing you want to do when you're growing in your spiritual and maturity intelligence is allowing somebody else to dictate your emotions because you can't handle your emotions and you want to react because you're irritated, you're mad. So I really felt led to share this. I know I'm not the only person that has felt a real feeling of being irritated, being mad about a situation because you decided to set up a plan and nobody else got the memo. And because nobody else got the memo, you now have the right to be mad at them because you don't know how to manage that emotion or that situation at the time. Yes, I was able to manage the situation. So it didn't go far left or anything like that. But it really led me to be like, oh my gosh, like how many of us are out there like that, still doing that? And then causing so many other situations that are just so unnecessary. Like, you're not always going to get what you want. People are always not going to be a mind reader. People are not going to know what you're doing day to day. But you also don't have the right to give somebody else your negative emotion just because you're feeling that way. You want to make it valid. Like, that doesn't make it right. If you solely are working on yourself with giving yourself your 100% self to God and you're asking for him to help growth in that area, allow him to grow it. And sometimes pulling it to the surface is how you have it worked on. It might not feel good. It might feel really like irritated and annoyed, but guess what? That's where you have to push through that feeling and break through. Okay, why am I actually feeling like this? Oh, okay, because of this and because of that. Okay, dictate whether or not is that actually, do I have to respond to that? Do I have to address that to that person? Like, find a way where you can actually work through that feeling of however way you're feeling before responding to a situation or a person and making another situation that did not have to be a situation. So, again, a lot of us are having those childish and immature ways being pulled to the surface. Before you excel to the next area, you're going to have them come out, and they will come out. And when they come out, address them accordingly before somebody else addresses them for you. And this, like I said, nobody wants it. As a growing adult, nobody wants somebody else to address your emotions for you because you can't address them before they got out of control. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed that experience that I shared. And until the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.